guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for watching. Today, as you can tell by the title, it is going to be a foundation review. I love doing foundation reviews. That is one of my top most favorite types of videos to film, and today I am going to be focusing on the brand new Marc Jacobs foundation. This is it right here. It is the Shameless Youthful Look Longwear foundation, and you're going to see me put it on. I'm going to talk about all the details, pros and cons, all that good stuff. So please, if you enjoy videos like this one, I do lots of videos on complexion makeup only because I am an expert skin enthusiast and a complexion queen. So if you're into that, please do subscribe and you will be notified every time that I upload a new video. So let's get right into the review. So this is the brand new Marc Jacobs foundation that just launched not too long ago. And this is the box that it came in. And this is called the Shameless Youthful Look Longwear Foundation. This shade that I have is Tan Y480. And I don't know if you can tell, it is a tad on the deeper side for me. It's a little bit dark. I definitely could have gone down a shade or two, and there's actually quite a few shades after this one, Y480, and I'm an NC 4445, so there are quite a few shades deeper than me, which I love. I'm very pleased that Marc Jacobs has done that. So right now I'm gonna get right into all the details of this foundation. You guys always know that I like to start with price first and foremost. I paid $56 Canadian for this foundation. You guys south of the border will pay $46. Even though it might not look like it because of the size of the packaging, you're actually getting a little bit more than your standard amount of product. This is 1.08 fluid ounces as opposed to your standard 1 fluid ounce that most foundations usually come in. So even though it is a high-end brand with a high-end price tag, you're getting a little bit more product than usual. It's a medium buildable foundation and it comes in 29 shades, which isn't bad because we all know that there are many companies out there launching foundations with horrible shade ranges. So Marc, I am very pleased, especially knowing that the shades deeper than me at an NC 45, there are still quite a few options, not one or two. So 29 shades is a great start, and hopefully as time goes on, he will add more. Two really interesting details about this foundation is that number one, it does claim to be self-setting, which I know a lot of dry-skinned people are going to love. I know a lot of you guys out there are afraid of powder. You run for the hills whenever you see powder coming your way. So this foundation does claim to set itself so you won't need any powder. I'm combo oily, so no matter what foundation I put on my face, I'm setting it. But it's great that it does claim to have that feature, and I'm gonna let you know later whether or not that is true. The second amazing feature of this foundation is that apparently this is the first foundation to include a very specific technology that makes it so the SPF in it, which is SPF 25, a little bit up there where many foundations have maybe 10 or 15. This has SPF 25, but they've put in a technology that will make sure that it does not show up white or gray or ashy on your skin. It will not flash back in photos, and it just looks like any other foundation that doesn't include SPF would look and sit on the skin. So that is amazing, especially now that we're getting into spring and summer is very quickly following that, and we need to bump up our SPF application. This is gonna be a great foundation to use in the hotter months. I'm gonna show you guys a clip of me applying the foundation earlier. I only applied it to one side of my face so you could see the difference between my skin with and without the foundation. And I definitely have to say that the claims that Marc Jacobs is making about this foundation really do hold true. There is no flashback. I did take some flash photos with it and I didn't experience any flashback at all, which is amazing with a foundation with an SPF of 25. That's incredible. It is a true medium, so all you full coverage guys and girls out there that love that full coverage, you're going to have to build up this foundation right off the bat. I find it to be a true medium, but it does build nicely on top of itself. But because it is self-setting, and I definitely do agree with that claim that it is definitely going to be something that drier skins need to keep in mind when it comes to prep. You're gonna have to prep your skin very, very well. Maybe use a facial oil, a very rich moisturizing base primer underneath, so that when you do build on it, it doesn't catch on any dry patches, because I can see that possibly happening because it does have a little bit of a matte quality to it. It doesn't give a matte finish at all. It's a very natural, youthful, like the name suggests, type of finish. But because it does dry down so quickly, probably one of the quickest dry downs of any foundation that I have, you have to be careful with drier skins. For me, with my combo oily skin, I'm good. I definitely did set it today when I put it on. Not very much. I didn't really go in with the powder, just very slightly, especially in my T-zone where I do get the oiliest. I found that the Beauty Blender application with this foundation was wonderful. I really loved using that, and that is my #1 preferred and recommended way for you to use this foundation, because the dry down is so fast, because it has the technology built into it to set itself. Using a brush where you're swirling and really exfoliating, that's why drier skins really should stay away from brush applications a lot of time, especially the buffing style. You are exfoliating your skin when you do that, and you are creating more of an opportunity for the foundation to cling to dry patches using a damp sponge, and the moisture from that sponge will help this particular foundation to lay so much better on drier skin. So definitely consider using a sponge over a brush with this foundation. As far as cons go about this foundation, there's really only 2 that immediately come to mind. #1 being price. Of course, Marc Jacobs is a high-end luxury brand, and it's going to have a price tag that reflects that. But having said that it does have a high price tag and it is a luxury brand, Marc, Mr. Jacobs, what is going on with this packaging? I know a lot of you guys out there appreciate plastic, appreciate how small and compact it is. There is no pump. I have to let you guys know that. It does come in this squeezy tube, sort of an applicator, which is fine, but I paid $56 Canadian for this. I want glass. I know plastic is much more travel friendly. I don't care about that. I'm gonna bust out my bubble wrap. I'm gonna wrap it in a sock, do what I gotta do when it comes time to travel, and I wanna protect my glass foundation bottles. I'm gonna do what I have to do at that time, but I want something that looks luxurious and beautiful and expensive, because it is. When I'm sitting my beauty products out on my vanity, out on a countertop, I want to see what I'm paying for, and this looks and feels cheap to me. I'm just gonna put it out there. It absolutely looks and feels cheap. So that is something that I am definitely not okay with. I want to feel and look and smell and taste and just have every single aspect of something that costs a pretty penny and is supposed to be high-end and luxurious look the part. And this doesn't look the part to me. So guys, that's it. That's my review of the brand new Marc Jacobs Shameless Foundation. I do recommend it for all skin types. I think normal, dry, combo, sensitive can definitely get a lot of great use out of this foundation. The number one thing I love about it is that SPF factor. Everybody needs to bump up their SPF. We're not putting on enough. We're not doing enough. We're not reapplying enough, especially moving into the warmer months of the year. It can only benefit you. It's not gonna hurt to have extra SPF, and knowing that you can still take your selfies, you can still, you know, floss on the gram all you want with this foundation, because it's not gonna leave a white, gray, ashy, weird cast on your face when you take a photo is just amazing to me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Please do give me a thumbs up and subscribe for many more videos just like this one, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.